Welcome to Soccer We Like It, the Man United direction. And today we are talking about the post-match game between Man United and Liverpool. Liverpool 4, Manchester United 0. A team fighting for the quadruple, a team that has won the Carabao, are in the FA Cup final, Champions League semi-final, and are fighting for the league title and they're currently leading the league table. Can they win the quadruple? United went there as visitors, but came back totally demolished. Today I'm joined with the Houston Red Army. I have Sammy, the analyst. Welcome to the show, Sammy.
Thank you.
And we have Joe, the peacemaker, the soul man. Houston Red Army, welcome to the show.
Suppose today I'm choosing violence.
Well, you guys saw it. There was nothing different. United went there, saw they went there, they were conquered, they were thrashed, destroyed, demolished, decapitated, decimated, and sent packing. Sammy, quickly your take. How bad was yesterday's game? Especially considering the 4 minutes?
Oh, it was an absolutely dreadful performance from the lads, I don't know when was the last time we actually saw a team with totally like their shoulder down against arch rival, against Liverpool. The way the game started, it seems like we are running like a headless chicken all over the field. There is no impact in the midfield. I don't think so. We actually had any midfield in the first half before Sancho came, and then we don't have any sort of like a precision in passing. Our defense was terrible. Again, not to mention that Maguire was shit again, but it's a really bad performance. And I can't believe that when you're playing against Liverpool, it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter how bad your team is. You got to have that grit, that determination, the show up for the badge because you're playing against Liverpool. That mindset was missing. Okay, I understand the quality was not as good as it used to be. Some players, they became really shit this season compared to their last season. But again, at the end, it was Liverpool. And it's not like that we are literally out of the top 4 finish. We're still in there. And yesterday, if we at least managed a draw, then that means we could have at least made a top 4 finish, or we could, push for that, since Arsenal and Tottenham is not very far from us in the point table. So I don't buy that there is nothing to fight for. Okay,
yeah.
I think
Bruno's statement was
I don't know that
totally uncalled for.
Fabricated or not. Okay, I didn't listen to that, and I just saw that some post on Twitter. Okay, but if there is nothing to fight for, then you don't.
Where is the pride? Where's the pride?
Don't get into the bus. Don't go to Liverpool. Just stay at Anfield stay at Old Trafford, or just practice at Carrington. You don't have to get into the bus. So that's really I didn't expect that kind of statement from Bruno. I have huge respect for Bruno. I know he's kind of player with high morale, with high attitude, and he can give all out on the field. If that is something coming from a player like Bruno, it's very shambolic and it's very frustrating. But anyway, overall, it was a game. We are already since like we're down before we get onto the field. And 4-0, I feel like they could have piled up more goals, thanks to maybe De Gea or something, but it seems like, this is the season where Liverpool fans would think about, they would mock us for maybe rest of my life to me, or to
9-0 in 2 games.
9-0, because we literally hammered by them, in 2 back-to-back games in the Premier League. So I don't know. It's dreadful. I can't believe the way we put up a fight. There is no fight. There is no fight. We just literally sacrificed. We let our guards down.
Okay, Joe. Well. You heard what Sammy said. 4-0 at Anfield. Considered a goal in 4 minutes. What was your take?
Geez, it seemed like everybody had checked out. Like this team is like everybody's. There was nobody on the pitch that was just trying to fight. I just didn't, Speaking of Bruno, I'm late to the game because I checked out. After 24 hours, you know what I do. What did Bruno say?
He said the reason they had a reason to play like that because they have trophies to fight for. We don't have anything to fight for. That's the reason why how dare you?
Oh,
that's so bad. It's coming from Bruno. Can you imagine?
Yeah. So he's trying to say they had the reason to be that good because they were playing for trophies. We don't have it. How dare you? Whatever happened to the badge? Anyway, welcome to the show. We have Ben representing Liverpool. Ben, welcome to the show,
Ben.
brother.
Congratulations for you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I guess maybe with Bruno, he figures, oh, I got my new contract, so I don't really have anything else to play for. It's not like I'm playing for more money.
Right.
He's getting it no matter what he does.
Right. Ben, welcome to the show. I mean, congratulations.
Welcome.
You are fighting for the quadruple as it stands. We came to Anfield and got destroyed. It is what it is. What was your take as a Liverpool fan? Quickly.
Honest speaking, with full respect to Manchester United,
Here it comes.
From your personal association with me, Tim, that I go back really far as a Liverpool fan, going back to the 1980s when I was 8 years old. The thing is, like, I've seen United teams from the past as well, the Ron Atkinson teams and everything. And in that, the 26 years, when Liverpool's league drought was at 30 years, the 26 years before that United went through, that includes, you can look this up, but that includes a relegation also. And I am willing to bet money that side that got relegated could beat the United side that was playing yesterday.
Yes, this team of yesterday comes down as one of the worst and gutless Man United playing teams of a very long time. This team has no guts. They're lazy, overpaid, overhyped. Yes, finish off quickly.
No, in my mind, like, this rivalry is on the same level for me as Lakers, Celtics, Cowboys, Giants, Australia, New Zealand rugby, Pakistan, India, and cricket, like all these things. I put this rivalry on that level. I put it on par with Real Madrid, Barcelona as a rivalry, because both the clubs have that far and like 39 trophies between them. The thing is, like, only thing I want to point out once again, with full respect to United, is even when in the last 30 years, I think the worst phase we had was when we had Roy Hodgson in charge of us for half a season. And, Kenny Dalglish took over in the middle because it became a crisis situation. Even that Roy Hodgson team, they lost to United 3-2. And it took goals from Dimitar Berbatov to beat that, that struggling Liverpool team with people like Ryan Babel, Jay Spearing, John Joe Shelby. These guys, even at our worst, both teams, United and Liverpool, I have never seen one side disrespect the game and the rivalry like what I saw yesterday.
So when you saw yesterday, did you think the difference is so obvious that, this is not what it used to be? It's like, you guys on another level. Give me a quick summary quickly, because we're on a short time.
The thing is, like, they had started off pretty well in the second half, but the first half, I don't know what was going on there, but Harry Maguire does not deserve to make money as a professional football player. Even you could have like some local Salford guys or Bradford guys, you could have gotten a public team in there, and they, at least you can, a bunch of plumbers and milkmen, and they would have put up a better fight for you guys. These guys are not, all they're doing is stealing money. There is sunk cost. Between them, Wan Bissaka and Harry Maguire, 130 million.
That's messed up.
Two people. Do the math. Google. I don't even take any pleasure in this. I always, United and Liverpool, you could always be assured that these two teams will come out fighting no matter what phase they are in.
One-sided.
They're struggling. The only time I know before this, There was one team, that Gerrard kissing the camera at Old Trafford, that game. But even then, those goals that Liverpool scored were in transition. The scoreline during that game was very, if you remember, it's been like quite a few years now. It's been quite a few years. I think it was 2007 or 2006.
Yeah, under Julia. Benitez.
No. Rafa Benitez and Sir Alex. Even those days, I mean, that game, the scoreline was very, and then the other one, when Brendan Rodgers went to Old Trafford, and I think they won 3-0, but like two of those were penalties. And even Gerrard even missed a penalty that time, but that was David Moyes' first season in charge. Ferguson had left, and several of them like Vidic and Michael Carrick and all were like aging. So there was a transition going on. You can justify all that. Yesterday and the earlier game at Old Trafford this season, I have no, I've really got no way to explain it. There's no pride in celebrating this victory also. I'm sorry to say it. I have full respect. Going back to, I've seen you guys have some hardcore players, like even before the Ferguson years, you had Brian Robson, Paul Parker, lunch pail guys.
Those days are over. You can see that.
But even when they were not at their best, at least those guys will justify their paycheck going out there,
Yeah. Sammy.
Like Gary Pallister, these are all the kind of people. They weren't the most talented people, but they realized that there is some professionalism required. They did not disrespect the game.
Right. Sammy, where's the pride? Where's the pride in this?
Well, the pride, nothing. There is nothing. I guess, Ben, I partially agree with you. Obviously, there is a kind of a problem going on at the club. We all know that. The reason actually we overpaid those defenders is because our owner, again, as I said, they doesn't know jack shit about football. I mean, all they do maybe just, go on market and see which player have potential to become a good marketing brand, or maybe have better presence on social media. Just get that player, Also, on the other hand, Harry has been totally being backed by the British media, and it's kind of like, I would say, a double standard there. The media is not going to actually blame him for anything because I don't think so he has any potential to be a Manchester United player. And talking about this pride, I don't know. I mean, in this world of commercialization, I don't know how many of these players literally consider that pride should be a determining factor when you put on a United shirt and get on field, because that's the problem. That's the motivation factor when, and there are a few players I'm pretty sure they should go. We should let them go in summer because I don't think so. They are motivated to play for United. And first of all, Harry Maguire, and he should not be captain. I mean, he doesn't deserve to be a captain for that. And it's kind of like a no-brainer, but some people don't get it, it seems like, especially our owner, Glazers. But yeah, I mean, I just don't know. I mean, like how we can restore pride. And just one game, Cristiano Ronaldo was not there, heartfelt condolences to him and his family. Yeah. Nobody was there to motivate us. I mean, Harry Maguire, I don't know he has anything to do with, money. I don't know. I mean, he ever actually took a lesson to be a leader, a captain on the field. I don't think so he had that.
Did you see his video he made before the game?
Yes, especially the video when he was literally so audacious, telling that, like nobody can drop him. What is that? Like you really have confidence in that.
Other managers have selected him, so he's not as bad as everyone is saying.
He's just talking like a spoiled kid, nobody can mess with him because he has support from everyone. So that kind of arrogance should not come from a United campaign. That arrogance should come, that kind of attitude should come on field, not off the field. Okay,
Joe.
So that's missing. So anyway, so that what happened in the game, Norwich game, right? Cristiano Ronaldo literally motivated the team in the dugout, in the tunnel before they showed up. Okay, that's kind of leadership we need at this moment. And just because Ronaldo was not there, I mean, nobody was there to motivate them. If it was not for Ronaldo or De Gea, I think we would be sitting in the, the second bottom half, not even mid-table, bottom of the table. Maybe it would be like fighting for relegation. Who knows? If Ronaldo would be there or De Gea wouldn't have saved so many goals for us. Yeah,
So-
so there is no problem. I mean, the problem is like that we have to start from the top. I don't know we can replace Glazer. I don't know we can put them out, but at least strip Maguire from captaincy. I think that should be the start.
Right.
That's how maybe we can restore our pride.
Joe, let me bring Joe in. Joe, well, we saw it. You watched it. First goal considered in 4 minutes, then another goal. The defense was all over the place the first 20 minutes. Quickly tell me, those first 2 goals, when they went in, what was going through your mind?
I mean, they went in and I saw the buildup. I saw it happen. It's just too easy. It's just too easy. It kind of feels like that, like a cartoon whenever like a little puppy wants to fight the big puppy, and the big puppy just like holds his head and then he's like doing this. That's what we look like. That's what we look like. You know, the fact that we are pissing off Liverpool fans because we're not even entertaining them. The derby is not even worth their time. This is sad, bro. This is some sad shit. I'm listening to Ben. I'm like, is he taking a piss? No, he's not even taking a piss. He's just stating the fact. He's stating the truth. The game yesterday, it is not worth Ben's time to watch our team play him. That's crazy, man. I mean, I don't know. I'm so disillusioned right now. I mean, I didn't think we were going to win yesterday's game, but shoot, come on, man. Unacceptable.
I mean, from all indications, it is obvious that we are not in the same category anymore. It's there. You can see the gap, the difference is so clear between Man United and Liverpool. I mean, the rivalry is great. Yes, it's historical. Yes, 39 league titles between both of them. But honestly, player to player, team to team, manager to manager, organization to organization, we're completely not in the same category at all.
At all.
We're not there.
We're not in every single metric. I don't even think their cafeteria cook is anywhere near that of Liverpool's. Like there is nothing from the janitor. They have better vacuums. It doesn't seem like we do anything better than them.
It seems so. Even the coach driving it.
See, the thing is, I did watch Gary Neville's post match studio words yesterday, and he said 2 things struck me. One was he told me that top to bottom, quote unquote, United are broke. The club is broken. He used the word broken. There apparently the stadium is crumbling, the practice fields are not.
Blame does bring out the Glazers.
No, not just that. Here's the thing, and another thing he said, he has no doubt that United will be back. There 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Or he said, another phrase he used, quote, and I quote, is too big to fail. That is a very dangerous, Liverpool almost went into administration. Leeds United, look at what they've been through. Remember what they were in the 90s. Then the former Champions League semi-finalists, Leeds United. And then you have Nottingham Forest, former European champion 2 times. The worst mindset you can have right now is too big to fail.
Right, we've seen that happen in England.
No one is too big to fail.
But we are seeing it right in front of our eyes, how bad this United team are. No guts, no grits, just absolutely destroyed. And the funny thing was Liverpool were not even in top gear. They just, you know what? So Joe, let me quickly ask you this, Joe. Was there any United player who stood out for you at all?
It's David De Gea, you know.
That's it.
Yeah, everybody was just disjointed. Nobody. It's either they weren't motivated enough or they weren't good enough. Absolutely shambles. It's hard to even think about because these are guys that you're going to love, to appreciate. I mean, they are Reds, and to look at my team in this way, it's very disheartening. Because nobody wants to feel this way about their team, especially when we know where we're supposed to be. Right. So I don't get it, and it's like we're having this conversation now. I don't even think these guys are having the same conversation at the pitch right now, or like Are they even discussing
No, they're not.
what they can
No,
do to
no,
make themselves?
no, they're not.
Why does it feel like we are the only ones that care?
The reason they don't care, they're going to go back to the mansions, drive the sports cars, and here we go again tomorrow, or here we go next week. That's to them, it's a game, it's done, it's dusted. Like Bruno said, we have nothing to fight for. How dare you? What happened to the pride? What happened to the badge? You saw Marcus Rashford. He just disappeared completely. He's been awful all season. I'm sorry, he's done. If you don't want to be here, just leave. That's what I Sammy, quickly. As it stands, can you see Liverpool winning the quadruple?
I think that's a very good question, but the thing is like that it all depends on how City would basically run for their money. And to be honest with you, Ben, correct me if I'm wrong. And are you guys playing any big teams, or are you guys actually have mainly playing all the mid-table teams?
Everton, Tottenham. Although I don't know if you're counting, it depends on what your opinion of Everton is.
Everton's a team that's about to get relegated.
I'm not gonna. The way Liverpool has been playing at this moment, I don't think so. Everton and Tottenham would put up any sort of fight or create any trouble for them.
We're worried more about Tottenham than Everton. Because they've got big forwards and they've got a manager who's a real force of nature right now. They're not messing around over there at Spurs.
Right. Ben, you do know. Ben,
it's kind of like to be honest, I hate to say that because again Liverpool, but they literally look like a very good contender for winning quadruple for the first time in the English club history. So I hate to say that, but it is what it is. We gotta sometime think about the reality.
Ben, you do realize most United fans would prefer City to win the league title. You do realize.
For sure. Yeah.
I know that it's enough torture to having to see your historic rivals and your derby rivals having to go into a heavyweight match every year contending for the title. That must be torture. I don't know what would happen if I had to see United and Everton compete for the title regularly.
That's the complete opposite of where we are. Yeah,
It's a complete, things like that. You guys are a really good contender, looking favorite at the moment, at least for FA Cup and Champions League. City, we'll see how it's gonna pan out for the Premier League. Is City playing us, or City is playing Arsenal and the big teams?
They're not. They're playing Brighton, Watford, Leeds, Newcastle, West Ham. West Ham is the toughest game.
Yeah,
wow.
They have.
So, Joe, can you see Liverpool winning the quadruple?
I don't think so. They are fully capable of doing so.
Yes.
If City gives them any air, they're gonna take advantage of it.
Right.
I don't think Liverpool is gonna drop points. They are gonna be on point, just waiting for City to fuck up, because that's the only way. They have to be perfect for the rest of the season.
Yes.
Just to have an opportunity.
Right.
For,
But it'll definitely go down to the wire. Maybe till the last week of the Premier League.
Right. With the bigger squads that Liverpool is going to play, if City had to play those same people, Everton and Tottenham, I feel like City have a better chance of dropping points between those two than Liverpool.
Right.
In the way I'm looking at the way Liverpool is playing right now.
Right.
Liverpool's current form.
One thing I noticed, Liverpool is actually in the last game. So Liverpool will definitely have that advantage because of the schedule. They're going to play the last Premier League game against Wolves. So a lot of things will
that's a tough game, actually, if you think about it. That's a banana peel game as well.
Right.
Wolves are also not pushovers by any stretch of imagination.
Ben, since you're our guest, do you have any last questions for any United fans currently?
I really want to see the last time. I think it was 2009 was the last time. The 2009 season was the last time that Liverpool and United were in a title race.
Right.
That
you're
was
trying to
last
shut.
time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to see that again. The thing is, see, personally also, and this is a personal fact about my life also. The Cristiano Ronaldo situation really touched me personally because my wife had a third trimester loss in 2019. We
Mm.
lost
Sorry to
our
hear that.
I'm
son.
sorry, bro. Sorry. My
Yeah,
condolences.
That hit very personally. And the thing is, like, to see people, to see a certain section of the fans,
That was beautiful.
I mean, like to see them applauding, that's what it is.
I
And the
think that
thing
was
is,
the highlight for me. I mean, the highlights of the game for me.
Yeah, that was the highlight. So honestly, it was.
Definitely props to the Liverpool fans again.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%, 100%.
The thing is,
Some were even holding the
Well
shot.
done. Well
This
done.
is the biggest fair play.
if a turnaround happens, I hope it happens with Cristiano Ronaldo in it, because this, otherwise he's at risk. He's had a pristine career. He's had a pristine career. United, Real Madrid, this one, and Juventus as well. I mean, he's won the Scudetto there also at Juventus. So the thing is, this stint of his is in danger of being a black mark on a very pristine career. I don't want that. I always loved his professionalism. I always loved the passion. He's like soccer's Kobe Bryant. He really puts effort into his work. He always keeps his body in, he treats his body like a temple. He's dedicated to the sport, and he's a good role model. People, like, he's not had any, barring allegations here and there. He's conducted himself by and large gracefully. Even in those classicos, he still, he was one of the only people who wasn't brawling. At that Super Cup, Spanish Super Cup game against Barcelona. Everybody else was fighting. He was like pulling teammates away. So he never gets involved in the scuffles as well.
Okay.
He needs to, he needs to have some redeeming, something to redeem his time at Old Trafford.
Right.
This stint. The first stint was great, but this stint, he needs some happy memory from this.
Well, that's why he actually got back to Old Trafford to have something to conclude his career. But
Right.
things are not looking good at this moment.
At all. Hopefully, as fans, we could only but hope and think there's more light than tunnel. It's been an absolute pleasure, Ben. Thank you for joining us on a short notice. Houston Red Army, Sammy, Joe, thank you very much. On that note, Liverpool continue their journey for more trophies, while United go and lick their wounds and think out where they go next. From all of us, it's been an absolute pleasure with all of you guys. But United have got to understand they've lost 5-0 and 4-0 to the biggest rivals, who've not even gone into first gear or second gear in those two games. Just went through United's defense like a knife through butter, and United players just take it like it's just nothing. We're not in the same league. We're not fighting for trophies. It is what it is, which is quite sad. From all of us, it's goodbye and good night. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Please share this video. From us, Ben, thank you very much. And Joe, thank you very much. You take care. God bless. Have a nice one.
All right, man.
All right.
Cheers.
Bye.